So sometimes you talk about things and you end up jinxing yourself. Jinx, jinx, jinx. What I'm talking about, let's get into the video. Hey guys, what's going on? Will here, Flawless Exotic Creations, coming to you guys with another video. I'm gonna try to keep it upbeat. Again, we're not gonna lose any steam on this one. I'm a little scattered brain, guys. It really sucks. But this is gonna be another episode of What's in the Box Season 2. This is actually redhead hypo male bred to pastel leopard cinnamon visual hypo female. So in theory, everything was supposed to have been hypo in this clutch. We showed it off a little bit on Instagram as far as how our process goes. As far as at 50 days, we removed the press and seal, and when we removed the press and seal, we had 2 eggs out of the 5 eggs that had went bad. Like total out of 300 plus eggs we've had so far in incubation, we've been blessed. We've had maybe 5 or 6 eggs not make it through incubation. So it's not something that happens on a regular basis. Now, this is something in this clutch this is the first time it's ever happened to us. And we're gonna use it hopefully for educational purposes, and it's not necessarily a good thing. So this past weekend, we were just on our live with the real McCoy, my man Nate, as well as Darren. And everybody who's been watching us this far, subscribe. We're gonna have tons of videos. We are not stopping, but this is a very informative video. First-hand knowledge. We were talking about Partho clutches. And we hadn't really experienced anything, and there's been a lot of he said, she said breeders with 20 plus years experience, 15 years experience. And again, we're not throwing our hat into the mix of anything and saying we know better, because we don't know Jack Diddley. But we've been doing our research on things, and there's different things going around. Now, this pairing with this female, we still have her. We still have our male as well, but they only had 1 lock before she actually ovulated. So we were like, yes, okay, cool. Save our male, move on to other females. So they only had 1 lock. This was her very first season. So she has never been bred before. We literally grew her up to breeding size and bred. She had 1 lock. She paired 1 time with the redhead hypo male. So with that being said, without further ado, we're gonna get into this box right now. Okay, so here we go. So, boom, eggs are still in there. Eggshells are in there. Again, be forewarned. We have, this is what happens when you breed. Unfortunately, we have one very spicy one that's very active. I think it's gonna do very well. But as you can see, this actually has pattern on it. Very faint. It's more of a gray snake than it is white. And this happens to be, this is a female, which I already figured, because it seems it's a Partho clutch. This is the only one that absorbed this whole yolk. Excuse me. Pretty snake, gray snake. All these snakes in here are some form of super cinnamon combos. And as I said, the sire of this clutch, or would-be sire of this clutch, would be redhead, spicy little one, would be a redhead. Ooh, don't bite me. Redhead visual hypo that we did a panel test on, and there's no yellow belly, there's no bell complex in it at all. So unfortunately, it looks like this one is still hanging on to life. It has a clep top lip. It's still alive. The yolk is still attached. It's all types of kind of kinked. And again, it's another super cinnamon combo with pastel in the mix somewhere there. And still in the egg, partly out, still alive. All kinds of kinks in this one. This is another super cinnamon combo. All kinds of kinks in it. And it's still alive, it's in the egg. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up taking the good one out, putting her away, letting her shed out. Again, we didn't want to just put out purposely like gruesome content, but we feel this is information that we need to be transparent about. And I think a lot of people can learn through our experience in dealing with this, that this is obviously a Partho clutch from mom. Has no dad's genes in this clutch at all. With dad in the picture, it could not have been any super cinnamon combos. First year breeding female, so she's never been paired prior. She's actually only had one lock period in her whole lifetime. So again, we'll keep our eyes on her, see if she's prone to laying Partho clutches. She'll be with us next year and probably a year after, and we'll keep good records. But for now, we'll close this up and we'll go up top. So again, trying to keep things upbeat. It really sucks, but you know, sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. But hopefully you guys learned something from this. Anything at all, put in the comments your experience with Partho clutches. Again, this being the 5th clutch of this year and us having 43 clutches hatched out last year, that makes we're still under 50 total clutches hatched out. So we don't have a whole bunch of experience, let alone there's not a ton of information showing this on camera on YouTube as well. So we wanted to put this information out there. Hopefully it can kind of help anybody that goes through something like this that's similar, and other ways of dealing with it. Also, I mean, we are very amateur and very new to this, so this is the very first time that, you know, it is in the best interest of the animals that we euthanize. We know there's tons of different methods out there of people, how they euthanize their ball pythons that aren't going to make it, or basically they can't sustain life in this situation. Therefore, those two we are going to be transporting over to our vet for him to euthanize. It's not very pricey, not very expensive. I understand with big numbers it can probably get expensive, but considering this is the very first time in right under 50 clutches that we've had to experience this, we're just gonna bite the bullet and deal with it. That's the way we feel. We want that on our brand name of Flawless, on how we humanely are going about euthanizing these two snakes. We don't want to put them in the freezer. We don't want to do any of the things that are known to be done. This is just a method we're going to attempt to utilize. And hopefully we get a nice turn of good luck on our side and we don't have to experience something like this again, I hope. But anyway, hopefully you guys are subscribed to the channel. Don't let this video get you guys too down. We got tons more of content coming your way. We got more Gene Chaser series rolling up, and then we also have a very funny and fun series that we haven't done yet, so keep your eyes peeled on that one. Again, shedding some light on a not so happy situation, but again, we're not stopping. You're not stopping this train. Full steam ahead. Flawless is out of creations. We out.